episode of the Sean Farrell podcast. I am Sean Farrell. God is great all the time. All the time, God is great. Jesus Christ died and he rose again. Let's go ahead and get into it. Okay. So, this recently came to my attention. A couple of days ago. We are now seeing kids as early as 10 years old in their lives by suicide, okay? And some kids enter their lives by suicide at younger ages than 10. So I saw this. There was a 10-year-old by the name of Autumn Bushman. Okay, Autumn Bushman was her name. She was 10 years old and she died by suicide. Tragically died by suicide. And she was using her phone when she died by suicide. Okay. Apparently she was using her phone at night when she died by suicide. Okay. Now, the thing about it is, she died by suicide on March the 21st, okay, of this year. Okay. The family says she was being bullied at school. Her mom, her mom took her phone. Mom took her phone. Wait a second. Scratch that. Okay. Her mom says that Autumn took her phone to bed at night. Okay. Her mom questioned that, but Autumn would always say, "Mom, I need my alarm to wake up." Okay. And her mom says she regrets giving her daughter a phone at that early age for use at night. Okay. Now, I've said several times that I've been bullied verbally in high school. Okay. And social media wasn't around at that time. By the time I graduated in 2004, it was just being born. Social media was just being born around that time. But it wasn't the monster that it is today. Because now not only do you hear it from, then not only do you hear it at school, okay, you also hear it on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, okay? At least when people, or I'm just speaking for myself, when I was bullied, verbally bullied in high school, at least when you went home, you got a break from it and you didn't have to hear it when you got out home. But with social media came different outlets where you hear it nonstop 24/7. Okay. And apparently not only was 10-year-old Autumn hearing it at school, but apparently she was hearing it on her phone as well. Okay. And so yeah, her mom regrets giving her a phone at such a early age. Okay. Her mom says she deserved to live life and I would never see her go to a homecoming or a prom. That hits hard. That hits real hard. Um, for parents who lose their children to suicide at such a young age, that hits hard. I will never, I'll never see her, get married or in a wedding dress, and that's really difficult. Mm. I can't imagine what it's like for a parent to lose her child to suicide at such a young age. Um, like her mom said, I'll never see her go to a homecoming or a prom. I'll never see her get married or in a wedding dress. Um, she died on March 21st. Okay. Medical examiner said, determined that she died by suicide. Ro- Roanoke, Virginia. I hope I said that right. Roanoke, Virginia. Um, she went to Mountain View Elementary. Bullied at school. Um, reported the harassment to the school officials. Her dad, Mark, um, said her dad recalled Autumn coming home and saying the school said that they had handled it. Their daughter said, but then their daughter said it kept happening. The daughter came home and said it kept on happening. Okay. So the school, I guess, didn't handle it enough. Okay. The school didn't handle it enough. Um, or they didn't handle it in the right way. Um, daughter said it kept happening. Um, this is an age where they have tablets and phones, so it's happening around the clock. They really can't escape. And it goes back to the point that I made um, about the advancement of social media um, starting in 2004, where you hear it on a daily basis, not just at school, Facebook, TikTok, yada, yada, yada. Her mom, Summer, her mom, Summer Bush, said she came home to me crying and she was really upset. And she said, Mom, I'm really stressed out. I'm being bullied. Can I please stay home from school to tomorrow? She said, Mom, I'm really stressed out. I'm being bullied. Can I please stay home from school tomorrow? Thousands of kids skip school every day because they're being bullied. Thousands of kids skip school every day. And um, I wouldn't necessarily say I wanted to skip school when I was being verbally bullied. Um, but there were times where I didn't want to ride a bus either. Okay. Because I know the jokes and the snickers, the laughs that would be directed my way. Okay. So it wasn't that I necessarily didn't want to skip school. I just didn't want to ride the bus. Okay. Um, the the Roanoke County Public Schools says issued a statement that said when Autumn ended her life by suicide, we are incredibly saddened to learn of the passing of one of our students at Mountain View. This is a tragic loss, and we stand in support of the family, friends of the Mountain View community. While we cannot discuss the specifics of the situation due to federal privacy laws and respect for the family, we are conducting a thorough review. Our schools take all reports of bullying and conflicts among students seriously. And of course, the police department, they did an investigation, and no charges have been filed, and the case was closed. They reviewed the evidence, and they determined there was no criminal activity. Okay, so there was a study done at Virginia Tech focusing on nighttime hours and screen use, um, access to meds with overdose and suicide attempts for young people. Okay, um, it was found that most overdoses occurred late at night, often after screen use. Prescription and over-the-counter meds were commonly involved, underscoring how easy access to pills, not just prescription drugs, can contribute to suicide attempts. Okay. Um, Late night hours, periods of heightened emotional vulnerability for young people, combined with the immediacy of social media and the availability of meds at home, that window can be dangerous. Okay, so late night hours, heightened emotional vulnerability for young people, specifically teens who are on their phones late at night. Um, so social media, meds at home, that's a dangerous combination. Um, there was a study done at the UT, um, at the not UT, at the Virginia Tech Carolina School of Medicine. The person who led that study was Abhishek Reddy. Okay, Abhishek Reddy led the study that said pretty dangerous. It's pretty dangerous for bullied people to have, for bullied children rather, to have their phones with them late at night. Pretty dangerous for bullied children to have their phones with them late at night. He advised that the parents prohibit the use of phones in bedrooms, which I think is a good idea. Maintain their proper sleep habits and restricting access to meds for young people. He advised the he advised that parents prohibit phones and the use of bedrooms, maintain proper sleep habits, restricting access to meds for young people. Okay. So and her mom, Summer, also said this: check their children's phones, go through your child's phone to make sure they are being kind to other children. Okay. Um, Go through your children's phone. Make sure your children are being kind to other children. Okay. So basically, she says she regrets giving her 10-year-old a phone at such a young age where she was being bullied at school. And now she has a phone. She may have been on social media, um, getting all sorts of text messages bullying her. Okay. And it's pretty dangerous pretty dangerous, pretty sad at such a young age when not only are you hearing it at school, but you're also hearing it when you're not at school, not necessarily at home, but online, in text and messages. Okay. So, like her dad said, we live in the age of phones and tablets. So there's really no way to escape. Okay. And I guess 10-year-old Autumn thought that she could not escape it. Okay. And so I believe she also said that let that be a warning that um don't give your kids a smartphone at such a young age. Okay. Don't give your kids a phone at such a young age, especially at 10 years old. Okay. She just wants parents to realize that not a good idea to give your kids a phone at that age because anything can happen. Bad things can happen. Okay. So yeah. All right, that's it. And that's all for the Sean Farrell podcast. I am out of here. May God bless you all. Peace out. Don't give up on yourself.